Right, so today back to the art journal. I'm going to do the first page. Okay, the inside the cover. Got a few bits from my bit box. Okay, yeah, it's a mess, but some goodies in there for sure. Quite autumnal feel towards this, so I went through just the first bit and picked out anything that may look like that will do for spring, and also that coordinate with what's happening here. Okay, because I've already put that in, that's staying there, so I just need to do a card for that, which we can, you know, do something out of one of these to go in there, no problem at all, because I have loads of them. Oh, I just saw another nice bit of paper there. It's been crunched up. Oh, that's a free printable as well. So, oh gosh, I think it's on my Ko-fi. I'm not sure. I will check, because this was very popular, this page, and I used to have it on my website, but of course I changed websites. Not everything is on my website now. Okay, as a freebie. So I've still got a lot of uploading to do. So I've been sort of like putting a few things on Ko-fi. So if I find, I know where that is. It's plainer than this. This is because it's been like used as a backdrop or something. I've splattered it, so you know, it's, you do your own thing with it, but that will go as well. If you look, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, so if I remember, I will put that on Ko-fi. If I forget, please give me a nudge. I don't mind, because I am quite forgetful, because once I leave here, I edit the video, and I usually got a cooked tea, and then I edit the video, and then the rest of the couple of hours, that's left of the night, I usually crochet. So yes, what I'm doing is I'm doing about 3 days a week in the studio to keep the price of the electric down, because I have to put the heater on the day before to come in, because it is absolutely freezing. I must admit, it's quite warm today. I come in here with my hat on and my scarf, and I soon got hot. But I mean, look, I've got a couple of layers on. layer. But yeah, it's been a bit cold. The other day I came in and I lasted about 3 hours, and I was absolutely freezing, even though the heater had been on all night. So yeah, through the next couple of months where it's cold, I'm doing like 3 days a week. So, and then hopefully get back into more in the spring, but it will only be 4 days at the most, because I want to go into my sewing room, because I've got some sewing projects to do for a couple of craft fairs that are coming up in Easter. So I need to get some stock up together for that as well. But in between, I'm journaling and art journaling and doing whatever. So enough waffling, Andrea. Get on with task. Okay, so yeah, I've just picked, like I said, I just picked some bits out. These are some Tim Holtz things. I didn't have many birds cut out. I will say that's my last 3 cut out, so I do need to do some more of those. I've got some, I know it's sunflowers, but the colour's really good, but I'm not saying I'm using that, but I got a few things out that would pass off for spring. Okay, what I'm going to do is a big pocket. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that at all, and I thought actually somewhere I want to incorporate that, but that might be a bit later on in the journal. But I want to use these scraps, yeah, to make a pocket. So I think I'll go that way with the pocket. I think I use that on top of that, if you know what I mean, as a backdrop. So that's just a backdrop, that's all. Yeah. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick that together first, looking at that, and then I'll stamp a little bit. It'd be easier to stamp off of before I stick it in, that's all. Right, this is just some jelly printed brown paper, that's all that is. So we're just using this as a backdrop. Yeah. So a little bit of stamping. I'm going to go back to this one again because I really like it. And I'm just going to sort of, let's join in the page together, yeah? So let's put some faded ones around there. And, oh, you're not going to even see that there. So okay, and then the pocket is going to go on here. Yep. So this is just bits of paper that have been stuck down. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to make a pocket out of it. So I want it big enough for me to tuck some things in. So I am going to put flaps on. Yeah, so I can get more into it. Right, just going to do that. I'm going to stitch down the bottom. Okay. So that is going to go there, but I am going to stitch, not quite straight, but that's okay. That'll go about there. Okay, I'm going to stitch around here. And I thought, because we ripped that bit off of there, I'd put that on there so that we incorporated a bit more of that. This is all real scraps, yeah? It's not very far away from me, and I just thought it'd be an idea to use them. Right, I'm just going to go and stitch around that. The next is going to be my deep pocket. Okay, so that's all stitched around. Okay, and then I'm going to stick that to that now. I'm going to decorate that first before I stick that in there. Okay, I was just making sure it all sort of coordinated, and it's fine with me. All right, it's not quite straight, this pocket down the bottom here, or the top isn't anyway. So I will be covering that over with a tiny bit of lace or something, but it doesn't really matter because I'm stitching it to this page. So okay, I'll just go along with, oh no, I won't stitch yet. I got a little bit of something that can go there. So I'm going to put that down first and stitch over it. So Usually when I let things dry, I'll work out what I'm doing in other places. Yeah, so let's have a look. It's a bit of washi tape from one of the cluster kits, if I remember rightly. I just already had these, oh, it was out anyway, so it was in that tray of mine, so it's already got double-sided tape on, but so it's not a very sharp craft knife, this, so don't panic. It's all about playing, having fun, using up some scraps, and just see what happens. Okay, right, I'll just stitch around that bit now, just here, that's all. And here we go. Right, now this can be stuck into the journal. And I think I've got a tag already that will go. That's not finished yet, but that was one. That was just like coffee stained or inked up piece of card with a napkin over. Okay, that's all that was. And that can go in there. And there's plenty of room in this pocket for other things. All right. Do make sure when I've got stitching on that the glue, I do it a couple of times over that to make sure that it goes over the stitching, or it can lift after a little while. That's good. Right, and I also got one of these, which I thought, if we back that onto a piece of card, that might look nice as well in that pocket. Yeah, and this one. would actually look quite nice if I made that into the clip, paper clip that sat there over the page, over the top of the pocket. That might look quite nice. Yeah, that's thick enough because that's double layered at the top there, so hold that. I think that's about right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, back that one onto coffee stain paper or card, stitch around that one. I'm going to make it into a tag, and I'm going to class that as finished. Okay, because that back's quite nice on there. And then I'll come back to you. Let that open to dry out. There we go. So I stitched around those and put a tab on that one. Okay, I used what was I cut off of that, because that was those bits of paper I had left from cut off somewhere. Yeah, here. So they fit on there brilliantly. So there was a bit left at the bottom, and I cut some tabs out, put that on the top. And this one, I didn't want black stitching around that because I felt it'd be too heavy. Then I just put a little lace charm that I've resined there. It's made out of lace there. And that's the back of that one. And then I thought it looked nice with that bit of paper, so I just tore off the bottom. Okay, and you know, if I was selling this journal, I'm not selling this one. That would be great for anybody, you know, that could carry on with the theme in the journal, you know. That's the sort of thing I do. So that goes in there, that there, and then I'm going to do that butterfly tab to go here. So you're not really going to see that much, but see what happens. Okay. So I've got some bits left over from Tim Holtz, cutting out some, by the look of it. Oh God, I'm saying I'm a lot already. They were the specimen cards. I cut out some Tim Holtz, and that was the bits that was left over. Yeah, some of the end bits, and I could not throw them away because they're too good. So I thought I'd make a tab for the butterfly to go on. Right, first off, we need to ink up that, don't we? Because we're going to see some of that because it's wider than this. So I'm just going to... And it is shiny card, this one. I don't know whether that's Tim Holtz or not, or just one I've got. So, okay, let's see if that comes off. Nope, that's it. It feels like it's going to come off, but if you just do it a couple of times, it does soak in eventually. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's the back. Right, let's get a clip here. Trying that one. I have the big bit to go over the page because of where it is. Yeah. So you see what I've done? I've just folded that up. Okay, put the clip on. All right, that's going to go over the page. This is going to be inside, so that's covered. Okay, and then I'll slip that there, just fold it instead of cutting it off. Okay, and then that will be glued in there. All right. It doesn't come all the way up to there. It can do, it's all right. That doesn't matter. Then here's your little thing. Put your butterfly. You can, before you glue that, you can actually stitch that on. Okay, but I forgot, so I'm just going to stitch down. Don't have to do that at all, but I just quite like it. So And also, if you've cut the antenna off, these act as antenna. Okay. Oh, let's see where it's going to go on the page first. It's the best bet. See how far I want it. So there's your paper clip now. So that sits on there. Oh. Sorry, it's not glued. It's not dry yet. I have to wait. If I'm a bit more careful. Okay. I'm going to come over a bit. Okay, it's not dry yet. All right, so that would sit there, and he is just going to go on there. Do I centralize that or offset? I'm going to offset a little bit. Okay, that just needs to be left to dry. All right. And that's that. Okay, done, sorted. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And another coffee break craft. Yeah, I've got to use that. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody, and speak to you soon. Bye.